everyone. Welcome to our research team's proposal. Thank you for being here. Our research team consisted of the following analysts: myself, Madison Little, Brittany Werner, Camille Jones, and Damanpreet Khurana. We, the research department of our company, FedEx, are proposing TNT as a viable candidate for a merger to foster future success for our company. FedEx does currently hold second place in the market share of our industry and positively performs. But without further action, we could see our competitors easily take our market share. To counteract this, the research team evaluated the history of TNT, the current environment of our industry, and our company's market share and positioning. The research that was conducted provided the team a solution to better secure a positive future for FedEx to acquire TNT through a merger. Not only does this proposal bring growth to the company, it will allow the company to remain concentrated on what's important to us: our safety and overall core values to better serve our customers and overall network. Within the following proposal, one will find various calculations and valuations that support the research team's proposed merger. Today we will be going over the following: background information, market share, incentives, the actual proposal, a SWOT analysis, the why behind acquiring TNT, post-acquisition synergies, and our final thoughts and recommendations. After many months of research, calculation, and deliberation, we can confidently bring forward TNT due to the various benefits it will bring the company.
Background for FedEx and TNT. According to the Transparency Market Research, global transportation industry is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 7.5%. With this growth, we believe that FedEx TNT acquisition will benefit both FedEx and TNT. We believe that the continuous growth is the key to success, and in order to grow, FedEx and TNT need to merge with each other. FedEx is one of the largest delivery service. They were the first one to create the patented package tracking system 40 years ago. And headquartered in Memphis, Tennessee, FedEx created their first air cargo services in the United States. Being the FedEx employee, I got a first-hand opportunity to visit the Memphis hub, where 12 million packages were sorted each day. It's breathtaking. FedEx currently brings in about $50 billion in revenue from the services and customer service provided to the market. TNT Express is one of the world's biggest express service organization. Headquartered in Netherlands, TNT Express delivers nearly 1 million packages, including express and freight packages.
I'd like to briefly discuss the current market share within the delivery service industry. Within the U.S. market, UPS leads with 19.5%, FedEx follows with 14%, and DHL with 9% of the market. You can see by these numbers that FedEx already holds a substantial share of the U.S. market. On the other hand, within the European market, DHL leads with 41%, UPS at 25%, TNT at 12%, and FedEx follows with 10%. Merging with TNT will provide FedEx with the opportunity to move into the spot for Europe's third largest delivery service company, which would enhance FedEx's opportunity to better compete with DHL and UPS. There are numerous incentives for FedEx to initiate this deal and merge with TNT. There's a potential for revenue enhancement, as two firms within the same industry may generate more revenues than they otherwise would on their own. Some of these enhancements include market share increase, profit improvement, portfolio expansion, and volume growth. One of the largest revenue enhancements or reasons to initiate this deal is the increased market share potential for FedEx. Merging with TNT provides FedEx with the potential to expand its current ability to support and provide business connections around the world. This deal would provide FedEx access into the European transportation industry network that they would otherwise not have the opportunity. FedEx has proved time and again that we are capable of reinventing and revolutionizing the industry, and our team feels this merger is another great opportunity for that. Our team is recommending that FedEx obtain the firm TNT through a merger. This merger can be classified as a horizontal acquisition because currently both FedEx and TNT are within the same industry. This merger could also be viewed as a friendly merger due to TNT's recent financial struggles and sufferings that has caused a recent decrease in their company value. Due to this fact, it is believed that TNT will be receptive to the merger. Our proposal is to pay €8, which is approximately $9 per share in cash for each outstanding share of TNT. This will cost FedEx approximately $4.8 billion. Our proposal includes a finance plan for FedEx to finance this purchase through a mix of available cash and new debt. We will pay approximately €1.5 billion from our cash pool. We are also proposing new debt arrangements for approximately €2 billion of the purchase, and the remaining €0.9 billion of the purchase will be financed using an existing credit facility.
The SWOT analysis highlights the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the FedEx-TNT merger. The further graphics and the appendices show the matrices and the other related factors and components that help to highlight the SWOT analysis. The key internal factors highlight strengths and weaknesses. The key external factors highlight opportunities and threats. The SWOT matrix helps us to determine the interrelated parts of the four categories. There are 4 different types of joint strategies in the SWOT matrix. SO strategies that highlight strengths and opportunities, WO strategies that highlight weaknesses and opportunities, ST strategies that highlight strengths and threats, and WT strategies that highlight weaknesses and threats. As an example for each, we can take the first strategy in each group. For example, SO, interpret the joint meaning of these strategies. For an SO strategy, if we take transfer of TNT customers from S and increasing globalization efforts from O, we can come up with the interpretation as the merger brings about opportunities abroad, FedEx stands to gain tremendous supplemental profits in the courier industry. That would be an SO strategy. For a WO strategy, we could take tough competitors in the foreign market and launching overseas initiative. We could interpret this to be confront international competition head on with product line launches. That would be a WO strategy. For an ST strategy, we could take the transfer of TNT customers and the threat of creation of duopoly. And we could interpret this to mean if a duopoly is created, then there will only be 2 major courier services, and FedEx and DHL could lead to mass share within the market. Oftentimes, when you have a creation of duopoly, there can be government intervention to prevent it should it be detrimental to the economy. However, with this merger, TNT being a smaller and foreign company based in Australia, we shouldn't notice governmental interference in this instance. Finally, a WT strategy could be taking the lack of product and service affordability and interpreting with choices regarding transferal of foreign and domestic contracts to interpret that an increase in supplier surplus by retaining profit while producing at the lowest price point where marginal revenue equals marginal profit. This is a strategy to help during the acquisition or post-merger. The space matrix thereafter takes all of the SWOT analysis and it combines it into how it groups with the ratings that we took from the internal and external factors. It takes an average of these numbers based on financial position, industry position, stability position, and competitive position. The conclusion of this analysis and its calculations will give us the linear regression coordinates we need to graph the XY coordinate on the graph. The XY coordinate will be graphed on the space metrics graphic. It consists of 4 quadrants. Each of the 4 quadrants lists a specific strategy that we would recommend that FedEx would take post-acquisition of TNT. In quadrant 1, you have an aggressive strategy. In quadrant 2, a conservative. In 3, a defensive. And in 4, a competitive strategy. Given the XY coordinate graphed in our space metrics graphic, we would propose that FedEx take an aggressive strategy. The weighted averages that we calculated in the external and internal factors at the very beginning will help us in the QSPM, or rather the Quantitative Strategic Planning Matrix. The QSPM provides us with great alternative strategies based on our previous framework. Given the weight and importance of each factor in the SWOT analysis from the original findings, should the aggressive strategy not work, then we can go back in and find out which factors we need to change based on how important they are and how much they affect our company and the merger itself, and we can learn where to change and where to make corrections in order to choose a better strategy that will fit our merger and our new company.
Why should FedEx acquire TNT? So we believe that FedEx and TNT are perfect fit, and this acquisition will benefit all the stakeholders. There are 2 strong players in the marketplace as of today before the acquisition in terms of the market share. And after the acquisition, FedEx will become the biggest player in Europe. It will have from 5% market share, it will have market share will increase to 17%. And after the acquisition, there will be instead of 2, there will become 3 strong player with a market in the marketplace with the market share, and that will be the direct benefit to the customers. Overall, there is less overlap between FedEx and TNT. FedEx TNT is offering the less sticker price. Initially, UPS unsuccessful bid for $6.8 billion. We are proposing for $4.8 billion instead. This is a good deal for FedEx because FedEx proposal of €8 a share, which is about $9, is 43% higher than what analysts are expecting the TNT stock to trade over the next year. And Europe economy is perking up, which should benefit, which should in time benefit the delivery firms. In turn, the euro could recover too, and then European antitrust controllers ought not have any similar concerns they had at the time of the UPS TNT acquisition talks, because FedEx does not have the large market share and won't result in a duopoly. FedEx and TNT have a strong cultural fit, both as the TNT and FedEx focus on the customer service, operational excellence, and the good corporate citizenship.
Our belief is that continuous growth is the key to our company's continued success. One way to achieve continued growth is to acquire other companies that do not overlap, but instead add on and enhance our current business. We recommend to the board of directors that FedEx acquire TNT. This acquisition can provide many enhancements to our company. We believe that this acquisition would be more of a bolt-on than an overlapping network integration, which is supported by the positive net present value of $327 million and the increased value of the merged firm of roughly $53.83 billion. We feel this is a good deal that our company should take advantage of. As Aristotle put it, the whole will be greater than the sum of the parts.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and consideration. We, the research team, sincerely appreciate your attention. Here are our references that we use throughout our research. We will take questions if there are any.